What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan HG here, and today we have another Roseville International Airport update for you guys, and this will be for the months of July 2025. Super excited to be back again with another Roseville Airport update, and as you can see, the summer months has been going well for KRVL, so we're not going to waste further time. Of course, I do want to talk about a little bit what's going on afterwards, after this airport update, but we're not going to waste further time. And we'll see how KRVL goes for this month of July. So we're going to get started here with Get Alpha 1 with this United Airlines Boeing 757-300, rocking in that Evil Blue livery. This aircraft had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare, and she landed in here at 5:26 p.m. on time, which is excellent for United Airlines. And as you can see, the baggage loader is about to be approaching the belt loader. The belt loader is about to pull into the plane, and then they'll unload the bags from that flight. Next up here at Gate Alpha 2, we have this United Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft is currently getting service, and she had just arrived from Denver International Airport, landed here at 10:42 p.m. And soon she'll be heading out to Chicago O'Hare, and she departed out of Roseville at 7:11 a.m. Kind of like, because I think a few days ago it was 7:11, so I decided to put that time in. But anyway, she departed at 7:11 a.m. the next day. So really nice for United Airlines utilizing their hubs here in Roseville, and they'll be using the A320 for that service for the summer. And over here pushing back, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This aircraft is currently in the Evil Blue livery. I think there's many Evil Blue 739s. I think that's kind of like a change because I think United is trying to paint these like rapid fire. Anyways, this aircraft will be departing for Denver International Airport, another United hub in the mountain regions. And this aircraft had departed out of KRVL at 9:10 a.m. So really nice. And she pushed back out of Gate Alpha 3, by the way. So really nice that United is utilizing their hubs here in Roseville International. And yeah, a lot has changed because back then they used to do like obscure routes like Roseville to New Orleans, Eugene to Roseville. So I guess United decided to change their route strategy and just do hub to hub, like from one small airport to one of their hubs. So yeah, I think they're changing all that. Gate Alpha 4 and Gate Alpha 5 remain empty, and as we move on to Gate Alpha 6, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This aircraft had just arrived from, well, this aircraft will be departing soon. They're just getting the final boardings in. Not sure why that lab truck's there, but I think they're just about to finish the lab service from that flight. And this aircraft will be leaving for Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. She departed out of Roseville at 7:07 a.m. And of course, Airliners International 2025 had already passed, so I do want to try featuring this route just for the sake of it. So yeah, here's that Delta 739, looking very nice, and NG did a nice job on this model. And that catering truck is about to pull out of the plane. And over here at Gate Alpha 7, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft just arrived from Salt Lake City, and she arrived here at 4:01 p.m. And this aircraft will be making a returning flight to KLCC, and she'll depart out of Roseville at 5:03 p.m. So as you can see, pretty much they're doing the final bags loading into the plane. The pushback tug is already connected. The rampers, well, I guess the rampers are like kind of like inside, but one of the rampers is inside the plane. But I think there's one pilot that's kind of like doing the walk around check for the plane. So yeah, there's that AC-19 for Delta Airlines, and they've been using this more often during the summer period in Sacramento. So yeah, I think they used to do AC-20 services back then from Salt Lake City, but I'm not sure if that's during the afternoon hour, but mainly during the morning hours I would often see the AC-19. So here's that AC-19 for you. Gate Alpha 8 remains empty, but as you can see, we got a taxiing plane right there. This Delta Connection Embraer E-175 operating for SkyWest Airlines will be departing for the runway soon, and she's going to be heading out to Los Angeles International Airport. And this aircraft departed out of Roseville at 10:13 a.m. And I did not cover this. I'm not sure if I covered this on the June update, but on June 1, I did that LAX day trip. So I do want to feature this aircraft. This is kind of like the, I would say, 1, 2, 3, I guess fourth time flying a Delta E-175, and it's really nice to fly on this aircraft on the Delta Connection fleet. The E-175 is a very nice aircraft right there, and really glad to feature this one in this month's airport update. As I move on to the other side of the airport, right here we have this Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A321neo. This aircraft had just finished pushback out of Gate Alpha 9, and she'll be heading out to Kahului International Airport, PHOG, and she departed out of Roseville at 8:34 a.m. So a time change as compared to like the 7 o'clock departure, mainly because of like, not sure what's the reason why they changed times, but I guess it has to do with the summer schedule. But yeah, here's a Hawaiian Airlines A321neo, and they're still new to Roseville as they started routes last month. So really nice to feature Hawaiian Airlines once again for this month's airport update, second time in a row. And I think United, United also got the Honolulu route, but we'll go over the Honolulu route in a moment. But the Kahului route for Hawaiian, that's still going strong for Roseville, and it's really nice to see them here. And over here at Gate Alpha 10, we have their Airbus AC30 example right there, A330-200. This aircraft is currently getting fuel loaded, and the caterings, or the ULDs, or these can loaders, that's where all the bags are being loaded up into the plane. And this aircraft will be heading out to Honolulu International Airport, and she departed out of Roseville, if I can try looking at that. Yeah, so she arrived from, well, before we get into the arrival, this aircraft arrived from Honolulu the other day at 9:35 p.m. and on the next day, she ended up departing at 10:06 a.m., which is a delayed departure of a 9:40, it's a delayed departure time for 9:40. Now, I think that has to do with a crew delay, because I think the crew didn't really have much time to really get there, because I think they were on another flight that were here, they were on a other flight that ended up being delayed, so it's kind of like a domino effect. So the crew ended up being delayed for this flight. So it's what it is, and at least they were able to make it out of here, and that's kind of like the main thing. So as I said, we have this Hawaiian A330 that's soon gonna be heading out to Honolulu. Of course, unfortunately, it was a delay. Next up, we got our Air Canadas right there, pulling here at Gate Alpha 11. We have this Air Canada Airbus A220-300, and of course, this is the seasonal service. And this aircraft had just arrived from Toronto Pearson at 8:41 p.m. So really nice to see Air Canada's A220s back here in Roseville International. And moving on to Gate Alpha 12, we have our last aircraft in the terminal with this Air Canada CRJ-900. This aircraft had just arrived from Vancouver International Airport, and she arrived here at 11:46 p.m. And this aircraft will be departing the next day for been thinking about the Air Canada A220 route. But this aircraft will be soon heading back to Vancouver International Airport, and she departed here in Roseville at 9:15 a.m., which is a delayed departure time of another delayed departure. Not sure why is that, but yeah, I'm not sure this is like a delayed departure, but she departed out of Roseville at 9:15, 9:15 a.m. But yeah, let's just say that this is not a delayed departure. So yeah, really nice to see Air Canada utilizing this route right here for their Vancouver service. So yeah, that's it for the terminal side of things. We're gonna move on to the taxiing plane. Well, I already covered one taxiing airplane, but we'll cover the rest of the taxiing planes. So with that being said, let's move on to that clip. As we round out the airport update, right here we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A220-100, and they've been starting to serve this here during the summer period. I think I've seen mainly in Sacramento in particular, but as you can see, they are starting to do some A220 services again during the summer period here in Roseville. And this aircraft will be heading out to Salt Lake City International, and she departed here at 9:45 a.m. So yeah, really nice to see this, and also nice to feature this aircraft again. So yeah, I think it's been a while since I featured a Delta A220 here, so really nice to feature that in this month's airport update. And as we move on to our plane, number one for departure and holding short on the runway, had this United Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This aircraft is one of the planes that's going to be doing like these domestic wide-body services, as this aircraft will be heading out to Newark Liberty International Airport, and she departed out of Roseville at 8:38 a.m. Oh, 9:38 a.m. I was kind of like rereading it wrong. But yeah, this will be a 9:38 a.m. departure time for this aircraft, so really nice to feature this as well. Of course, this is the Aviation 400, and I've been using this aircraft more often. I think it's because of how good the model is, but I'll see if I can try to get a Gemini Jets version soon. But yeah, I think this Aviation 400 version does look very nice, and it's a really nice asset for my United Airlines fleet. And last but not least, as I move this paper out of the way, we have this United Airlines Airbus A321neo. And this aircraft had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare, and she landed here at Roseville at 11:15 not 11:50 p.m., 11:50 a.m. And they've been starting to serve these A220 to Sacramento. I think mainly for the Chicago O'Hare service. So really nice to see these coming to Sacramento. Although I think they've been sending these more often during the summer period. So here is this A220 doing that Chicago O'Hare service. So yeah, that's it for this month's airport update for July 2025 here in Roseville International Airport. And yeah, really nice to feature these planes. Now, I'm not sure, depending on how many massive unboxings I'll be doing, because I got massive unboxing 16 I need to do. Not sure if that's already out by the time this is uploaded on YouTube. But as for massive unboxing 16, it has some models that I'm going to be featuring and hopefully in the next airport updates. And if ever I get that filmed or premiered within like the month of July, I hope I can feature some of the newer models that were featured on that mass unboxing. So yeah, but other than that, really nice to do this airport update for you guys, and I want to try to at least do this quickly as I can because I got a lot of busy things within the next few months. Of course, with my private pilot training and of course other airlines international stuff. But yeah, doing everything all at once, I think I want to focus one or the other. Probably take breaks on studying and then probably do some of these videos for you guys to enjoy. But yeah, kind of like I want to try getting that private pilot's license hopefully soon, like hopefully ASAP, but of course that's important. That's kind of like the important thing for me, but I can do this as like, and I can like do these airport updates during my free time. But yeah, really nice to feature this airport update for July, and yeah, looking forward to see what's to come for the month of August. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss a new airport update or a new video in particular like this anytime soon. And if you want to see more of my Roseville International Airport updates, then you can click on our playlist, and it shows you all the Roseville Airport updates I did from the beginning to now. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.